not only do our trig ratios allow us to find sides of right triangles, they also allow us to find angles of right triangles. And in order to do that, we're going to be using the inverse trig functions, or sin -1, cos -1, tan -1. And those are found on your graphing calculator or any calculator by going second sine, second cos, second tan. So we're going to start this triangle just like we normally would. We need to determine what sides are given according to the angle that we're given, or in this case that we're looking for. So the 22 is obviously the hypotenuse. It's across from the 90-degree angle. And the 15 is across from the angle we're looking for. So 15 is the opposite side. So the trig function that involves opposite and hypotenuse is sine. So we're going to set this up as sine of some angle is 15 over 22. Now to change this ratio into the degrees that it came from, or in other words, we're looking for the angle whose opposite over hypotenuse is 15 20-seconds, we're going to do inverse sine of 15 over 22. And there I have it on my calculator. Inverse sine 1522 is right around 43 degrees. Let's take a look at another one. Here we have a word problem. In the auditorium, the slope of the seats changes 6 feet in height from the first row of seats to the last row over a horizontal distance of 40 feet. What is the angle of elevation? So if I'm starting here with my first row of seats, and we have an incline going up to the last row of seats, we have a change in height of 6 feet over a horizontal distance of 40 feet, and we want to know the angle of elevation, this angle right here. So looking at the triangle, across from this angle is the 6 feet, so that's going to be my opposite side. And my other given side, the 40 feet, is right next to the x, so this is the adjacent side. So that would mean, if we're using opposite and adjacent, that would mean we're doing some tan. So we're going to say tan of some number of degrees is equal to 6/40. So the angle whose tangent is 6/40 can be found by doing tan -1 of 6/40. So I'll go second tan of 6 divided by 40, and that is 8.5 degrees. So the angle of elevation in the auditorium is 8.5 degrees. Kind of a side note here, tan -1 or inverse tan can also be written as arctan 6/40 is 8.5 degrees. So tan -1 and arctan are synonyms of one another. They mean the same thing. And also, just as a side note, if you prefer to change the 6/40 into a decimal, you can also do that. 0.15. So over here, if you want to do inverse tan of 0.15, it will also give us the same answer. Second tan, 0.15, still 8.5 degrees.